Anticipated 50% market expansion in aerospace tourism and logistics sectors by 2027, competitive analysis and expert predictions. Event overview. Date, March 31, 2025. Time, 11:44 a.m. In a comprehensive analysis conducted by leading market research firms, the aerospace tourism and logistics sectors are projected to experience a remarkable 50% market expansion by the year 2027. This anticipated growth is attributed to a confluence of technological advancements, evolving consumer behavior, and a heightened demand for efficient travel and transport solutions. 1. Market dynamics and growth projections. Aerospace sector. The aerospace engineering services outsourcing market is poised for significant expansion, projected to escalate from $93.08 billion in 2024 to $234.14 billion by 2029, reflecting a compound annual growth rate (CAGR) of 20.2%. This surge is driven by a multitude of factors, including rising passenger demand. Increased global travel, particularly in the Asia-Pacific region, is fueling the need for more aircraft and improved services. Commercial aviation expansion, with airlines expanding their fleets and routes. The demand for engineering services is also on the rise. Technological integration, the incorporation of innovative technologies such as artificial intelligence, AI, machine learning, and 3D printing is revolutionizing aircraft design and manufacturing, enhancing efficiency and safety. Tourism sector. The global tourism market, valued at approximately $9.24 trillion in 2024, is projected to grow at a CAGR of 4.7%, reaching nearly $13.96 trillion by 2034. Key drivers include increased international arrivals. Growing numbers of travelers, particularly from emerging markets like India and Brazil, are expected to boost tourism revenues. Sustainability trends. There is a growing consumer preference for eco-friendly travel options, prompting companies to adapt their offerings accordingly. Technological innovations in travel. The rise of online travel agencies, OTAs, and digital platforms is transforming how consumers plan and book their travel experiences. 2. Key trends shaping the future. Technological innovations. Across both the aerospace and tourism sectors, technology is a primary catalyst for change. Key trends include AI and machine learning. These technologies are being utilized to optimize aircraft design, enhance operational efficiencies, and personalize customer experiences in tourism. 3D printing, revolutionizing manufacturing processes in aerospace. 3D printing enables the creation of complex parts with reduced material waste and faster production times. Sustainable aviation fuels. The shift towards greener alternatives such as sustainable aviation fuel (SAF) and hydrogen propulsion is critical in reducing the aerospace industry's carbon footprint. Sustainability focus. A stronger emphasis on sustainability is evident, with both sectors investing in eco-friendly practices. Aerospace. Airlines are increasingly adopting SAF and exploring electric and hydrogen-powered aircraft to meet regulatory standards and consumer expectations for sustainability. Tourism. The tourism sector is seeing a rise in eco-friendly travel options, driven by consumer demand for responsible tourism practices. Emerging markets. The Asia-Pacific region is highlighted as a key growth area, with countries like India and Brazil leading the way in tourism growth. Investments in infrastructure and tourism facilities in these markets indicate a robust future for both sectors. 3. Competitive landscape. The competitive dynamics within the aerospace and tourism markets are evolving rapidly. Aerospace. Major players such as Boeing, Collins Aerospace, and Honeywell are focusing on innovation and strategic partnerships to enhance their service offerings. The aerospace engineering services outsourcing market is becoming increasingly competitive, with companies striving to establish a technological edge. Tourism. In the tourism sector, companies like TUIAG and Booking Holdings are expanding their product offerings and integrating sustainability into their business models to cater to changing consumer preferences. 4. Timeline of key developments. 2021 to 2022, significant recovery in tourism post-pandemic. With international tourism surpassing $1 trillion. 2023, projections indicate continued growth in the aerospace market, which is expected to reach $93.08 billion by 2024. 2024 to 2029, the aerospace engineering services outsourcing market is anticipated to grow significantly, driven by technological innovations and increasing passenger demand. 2025 to 2034, the global tourism market is projected to reach nearly $13.96 trillion, underscoring the importance of sustainability and technology in shaping future trends. Conclusion. The aerospace, tourism, and logistics sectors are on the cusp of transformative growth driven by technological advancements and sustainability initiatives. The integration of innovative practices and the evolving demands of consumers will play a crucial role in shaping the future landscape of these industries. As these sectors expand by an anticipated 50% by 2027, stakeholders must remain agile and responsive to the changing dynamics, ensuring they capitalize on emerging opportunities while addressing potential challenges. The event marks a pivotal moment in understanding the future trajectory of these interconnected markets, emphasizing the importance of innovation, sustainability, and strategic foresight in navigating the complexities of a rapidly evolving global economy. The anticipated 50% market expansion in the aerospace, tourism, and logistics sectors by 2027 is characterized by several counterintuitive trends and insights that challenge conventional assumptions about these industries. 1. Aerospace growth driven by tourism, not just aviation demand. While it is commonly understood that the aerospace industry grows with rising air travel demand, this report highlights that the growth of aerospace engineering services outsourcing is significantly propelled by the expansion of the travel and tourism sectors. This interdependence suggests that the health of the aerospace market is not solely reliant on technological advancements in aviation but is also deeply connected to the broader tourism economy. The implications here are that aerospace stakeholders may need to pay closer attention to tourism trends and consumer behaviors to predict their own market movements accurately. 2. Sustainability as a competitive advantage. The assumption that sustainability efforts could be a financial burden is challenged by the trend showing that eco-friendly practices are becoming competitive advantages. Companies in both aerospace and tourism are increasingly adopting sustainable practices, such as using sustainable aviation fuel SAF and promoting eco-friendly travel options. The perception that sustainability initiatives are purely regulatory or altruistic is shifting. They are now seen as essential components for attracting consumers who prioritize environmental considerations. This trend indicates that businesses that fail to adopt sustainable practices may risk losing market share. 3. Technological innovations over traditional competence. The reliance on traditional engineering expertise in aerospace is being reshaped by emerging technologies like AI, 3D printing, and machine learning. It may seem logical that traditional skills and expertise would remain the primary drivers of aerospace innovation. However, the report suggests that new technologies are allowing companies to innovate at a pace that traditional engineering practices cannot match. This could lead to a scenario where companies that invest heavily in technological capabilities may outperform those that focus solely on traditional engineering expertise, fundamentally changing the competitive landscape. 4. The rise of space tourism as a mainstream market. The concept of space tourism has long been viewed as a niche or futuristic endeavor. However, the report indicates that with companies like SpaceX and Virgin Galactic pioneering suborbital flight, space tourism is on the verge of becoming a mainstream market. This shift suggests that consumer interest in unique travel experiences can drive new industry verticals, which could lead to unexpected competition for traditional tourism sectors. Businesses in the tourism industry may need to adapt to this new competition and innovate their offerings to maintain relevance. 5. Emerging markets leading growth. While regions like North America have historically been seen as leaders in both aerospace and tourism, the report indicates that emerging markets, particularly in Asia-Pacific and Latin America, are set to outpace growth in established markets. This counterintuitive development challenges the assumption that established markets will continue to dominate and suggests that companies may need to shift their focus and investment strategies toward these emerging markets to capitalize on new growth opportunities. 6. Demand for personalized and experiential travel. The trend towards personalized travel experiences contradicts the expectation that mass tourism would dominate the market. As consumers increasingly seek unique and tailored travel experiences, businesses in the tourism sector must shift away from one-size-fits-all offerings to meet this demand. This change necessitates a rethinking of marketing strategies and service design, pushing companies to invest in technologies that enhance customer experience and engagement. 7. AI's role in increasing efficiency, not reducing jobs. There is a common belief that automation and AI will lead to significant job losses across sectors, including aerospace. However, the report suggests that these technologies will enhance efficiency and safety in operations, potentially leading to the creation of new jobs in tech-driven roles. This counterintuitive perspective implies that the narrative around job loss due to automation may need to be reframed to focus on job transformation and creation, highlighting the need for reskilling and adaptation in the workforce. 8. Logistics sector's growth linked to global tourism recovery. Traditionally, the logistics sector is viewed as a separate entity from tourism. However, the report links the growth of logistics directly to the recovery of global tourism. This connection suggests that logistics companies must closely monitor tourism trends and adapt their services accordingly, as fluctuations in travel demand will directly impact their operations. 9. Consumer behavior shifting towards health and wellness tourism. The assumption that vacationers primarily seek leisure or adventure experiences is being challenged by rising interest in health and wellness tourism. This trend indicates that consumers are increasingly prioritizing well-being during travel, which could lead to a significant shift in how tourism services are marketed and delivered, impacting everything from accommodations to activity offerings. 10. The influence of political and economic stability on tourism. While it is often assumed that stable regions will consistently attract tourists, the report highlights that emerging markets with unstable political climates can still experience rapid tourism growth if they invest heavily in infrastructure and marketing. This suggests that strategic investments and targeted marketing can sometimes outweigh the impacts of political and economic instability, leading to unexpected tourism surges. In conclusion, the anticipated 50% market expansion in the aerospace, tourism and logistics sectors by 2027 reveals counterintuitive insights that challenge traditional views of industry dynamics. The interplay between tourism and aerospace, the shift towards sustainability as a competitive advantage, and the rise of emerging markets all highlight the need for companies to adapt their strategies to remain competitive in this rapidly evolving landscape. The report on the anticipated 50% market expansion in the aerospace, tourism, and logistics sectors by 2027 highlights several critical elements that may be overlooked yet are significant for understanding the broader implications of this growth. Here are key insights that warrant further exploration. 1. Technological innovations beyond AI and 3D printing. While the report emphasizes the integration of AI and 3D printing in aircraft design and manufacturing, it fails to address the potential of quantum computing in aerospace. Quantum computing could revolutionize problem-solving capacities, particularly in optimizing flight paths and designs that minimize fuel consumption. The implications of such advancements could be profound, reducing costs and emissions significantly more than current technologies. Significance. The aerospace sector is under pressure to reduce its carbon footprint, with emissions regulations becoming stricter. If quantum computing can provide better optimization for aircraft design and operations, it could lead to a paradigm shift in how the industry approaches environmental sustainability. This innovation could also spur investment opportunities and partnerships as businesses seek to leverage this cutting-edge technology. 2. Consumer behavior shifts toward experience over material goods. The report notes shifts in consumer behavior but primarily focuses on sustainability as a driver. However, the growing trend of experiential travel should not be overlooked. Consumers are increasingly seeking unique travel experiences rather than just destinations. This trend is particularly strong among younger travelers, like millennials and Gen Z. Significance. Businesses in the tourism sector need to adapt their offerings to cater to this shift. Companies that fail to recognize the importance of creating memorable experiences may struggle to attract and retain customers. This necessitates innovative marketing strategies and service offerings focused on immersive experiences which could drive significant revenue. 3. The role of emerging markets in shaping industry dynamics. The report mentions growth in the Asia-Pacific region and highlights countries like India and Brazil as leaders in tourism growth. However, it does not delve deep enough into the implications of emerging markets as significant players in the global aerospace and logistics sectors. Significance. Emerging markets often provide unique challenges and opportunities such as varying regulatory environments, infrastructure needs, and consumer behaviors. Understanding these factors is crucial for companies looking to expand their operations globally. For instance, as consumer travel increases in India, there will be a greater demand for local airlines, which could lead to partnerships with international firms or increased competition. 4. Environmental regulations and their economic impact. The report touches on sustainability but does not adequately address the potential economic impacts of stricter environmental regulations on the aerospace and logistics sectors. As governments worldwide push for cleaner technologies, companies may incur significant costs to comply with new regulations. Significance. Companies unprepared for these changes could face financial penalties or loss of market share to more compliant competitors. Therefore, proactive investment in sustainable technology should be viewed not only as a regulatory necessity but also as a strategic business decision that can enhance competitive advantage. 5. The interplay between aerospace and space tourism. The report predominantly focuses on traditional aerospace applications but overlooks the burgeoning field of space tourism. Companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin are paving the way for commercial space travel, which could redefine travel paradigms and open new markets. Significance. Space tourism is not just a novelty, it represents a new frontier that could attract affluent consumers willing to spend significantly on unique experiences. Businesses in the aerospace sector must consider how they can position themselves in this emerging market, which could lead to entirely new revenue streams. 6. Cybersecurity risks in the aerospace and logistics sectors. As the report highlights technological advancements, it fails to address the growing cybersecurity risks associated with increased connectivity and reliance on digital systems in aerospace and logistics. Significance. The increasing interconnectedness of systems raises the stakes for cyber threats, which could jeopardize safety and operational integrity. Companies must prioritize cybersecurity measures to protect their assets and data. Failure to do so could result in severe reputational damage and financial losses. 7. The future of work in aerospace and tourism. While discussing market dynamics, the report does not address how the anticipated growth will affect the workforce within these sectors. Automation and technological advancements may lead to significant job displacement, but they could also create new roles requiring different skill sets. Significance. The industry must prepare for these transitions by investing in workforce development and training programs. Understanding the future of work will help organizations retain talent and remain competitive in a rapidly evolving landscape. Conclusion. The anticipated market expansion in aerospace tourism and logistics sectors by 2027 presents numerous opportunities and challenges. By focusing on overlooked areas such as quantum computing, experiential travel, emerging markets, environmental regulations, space tourism, cybersecurity, and workforce evolution, stakeholders can better prepare for the future. Recognizing these trends is essential for businesses aiming to thrive in an increasingly complex and competitive environment. The anticipated 50% market expansion in the aerospace, tourism, and logistics sectors by 2027 presents significant opportunities and challenges. Here are the 4 most valuable points for in-depth analysis and discussion. 1. Market dynamics and growth projections. The aerospace engineering services outsourcing market is projected to grow from $93.08 billion in 2024 to $234.14 billion by 2029, representing a CAGR of 20.2%. This growth is fueled by increased passenger demand. The rebound in travel post-pandemic has led to a surge in commercial aviation. Technological innovations. The integration of AI, 3D printing, and advanced manufacturing techniques is revolutionizing aircraft design and production. Expansion of commercial aviation. The rise in global air travel is necessitating more efficient and innovative aerospace engineering solutions. In the tourism sector, the market is expected to grow from approximately $9.24 trillion in 2024 to nearly $13.96 trillion by 2034, with a CAGR of 4.7%. The factors contributing to this growth include rising international tourist arrivals, particularly in emerging markets like Asia-Pacific, which is forecasted to grow at a CAGR of 6.1%. Shifts in consumer preferences. Increased demand for experiential and sustainable travel options is reshaping the tourism landscape. 2. Key trends shaping the future. Several trends are influencing the aerospace and tourism sectors. Technological innovations. The aerospace industry is leveraging AI and machine learning to optimize operations and enhance aircraft design. 3D printing is also making it possible to produce complex components more efficiently. Sustainability focus. Both sectors are under pressure to adopt eco-friendly practices. The aerospace industry is investing in sustainable aviation fuels and exploring hydrogen and electric aircraft. Similarly, the tourism sector is responding to consumer demand for eco-friendly travel options. Emerging markets. The potential of emerging markets such as India and Brazil is significant, driven by increasing investments in infrastructure and tourism facilities, positioning these countries as future leaders in the global tourism market. 3. Competitive landscape. The competitive dynamics within the aerospace and tourism sectors are evolving. Aerospace engineering services. Major players like Boeing, Collins Aerospace, and Honeywell are focusing on innovation and strategic partnerships to enhance their service offerings. The trend towards outsourcing engineering services allows companies to utilize specialized expertise while reducing costs and increasing efficiency. Tourism companies like TUIAG and Booking Holdings are expanding their product offerings to meet changing consumer preferences, particularly regarding sustainability. They are enhancing their digital platforms and services to cater to a more tech-savvy customer base. 4. Sustainability and technological integration. Sustainability and technological advancements are critical to the future of both the aerospace and tourism sectors. Aerospace sustainability initiatives. The push for sustainable aviation is leading to innovations such as hydrogen-powered aircraft and sustainable aviation fuels. The industry is facing pressure to meet carbon-neutral targets, driving investment in green technologies. Tourism sustainability trends. The tourism sector is increasingly focusing on sustainable practices, with stakeholders aiming to make tourism activities more resilient, eco-friendly, and inclusive. The development of sustainable accommodations and green transportation solutions is expected to revolutionize the industry. Technological integration. Both sectors are utilizing technology to improve efficiency and customer experience. In aerospace, AI and advanced data analytics are optimizing flight operations and maintenance. In tourism, innovations in mobile apps and online booking platforms are enhancing consumer engagement and satisfaction. Conclusion: the anticipated growth in the aerospace tourism and logistics sectors by 2027 is driven by a combination of market dynamics, technological advancements, and increasing consumer demand for sustainability. Analyzing these four key points provides a comprehensive understanding of the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead for stakeholders in these industries. As these sectors continue to evolve, the integration of innovative practices and a focus on sustainability will be pivotal in shaping their future landscapes. 1. The Industrial Revolution. 18th to 19th century. The Industrial Revolution marked a significant turning point in history, leading to major advancements in manufacturing processes, transportation, and economic growth. The introduction of steam power mechanization and the factory system transformed industries such as textiles and transportation. This period witnessed a 50% or more increase in production capacities and the expansion of urban centers, significantly impacting societies and economies worldwide. 2. The Gold Rush. Mid-19th century. The gold rush in the United States, particularly in California from 1848 to 1855, led to a massive influx of people seeking fortune. This migration resulted in the rapid expansion of towns and cities, as well as significant developments in infrastructure, including roads, railroads, and telegraphs. The demand for logistics and services surged, culminating in a transformation of the economy and the establishment of new industries, thus driving a significant market expansion. 3. The post-World War II economic boom. 1945-1960s. Following World War II, many countries, especially the United States, experienced significant economic growth. Innovations in technology, along with increased consumer demand and the expansion of the aerospace sector due to advancements in aviation technology, spurred economic growth. The aviation industry, alongside tourism and logistics, saw substantial expansion as air travel became more accessible to the general public, driving a significant increase in market size and consumer engagement. These historical cases illustrate the transformative effect of technological advancements in changing consumer behaviors on market dynamics and economic growth, akin to the anticipated developments in the aerospace, tourism, and logistics sectors by 2027. Future outlook: predictions for aerospace, tourism, and logistics sectors by 2027. The anticipated 50% market expansion in the aerospace, tourism, and logistics sectors by 2027 signifies a transformative era driven by technological advancements, sustainability imperatives, and evolving consumer preferences. Here are key predictions and insights shaping the future of these interconnected industries. 1. Aerospace sector growth. The aerospace engineering services outsourcing market is projected to grow from $93.08 billion in 2024 to $234.14 billion by 2029, with a CAGR of 20.2%. This growth is primarily fueled by technological innovations. The integration of AI, machine learning, and 3D printing is revolutionizing aircraft design and manufacturing processes. These technologies not only enhance efficiency but also lower production costs and improve safety standards. Sustainable aviation: the shift towards eco-friendly practices is becoming critical. Innovations in sustainable aviation fuels (SAF) and the development of hydrogen-powered aircraft are expected to significantly reduce the aerospace industry's carbon footprint. Major players like Airbus and Boeing are expected to invest heavily in these technologies to meet regulatory requirements and consumer demand for greener alternatives. Increased air traffic: as global air travel rebounds post-pandemic, the demand for new aircraft will surge. The aerospace sector is projected to benefit from rising passenger numbers, with Asia-Pacific leading the way in growth. 2. Tourism sector expansion. The global tourism market, valued at approximately $9.24 trillion in 2024, is expected to reach $13.96 trillion by 2034, growing at a CAGR of 4.7%. Key trends include emerging markets. Regions like Asia-Pacific, particularly India and Brazil, will see significant growth due to rising middle-class affluence and improved infrastructure. Increasing international tourist arrivals are anticipated, driven by enhanced connectivity and investment in tourism facilities. Sustainable travel. Consumer demand for eco-friendly travel options will lead to a surge in sustainable tourism practices. Stakeholders will prioritize responsible tourism initiatives focusing on minimizing environmental impact and promoting local cultures. Technological integration. The adoption of technology in travel planning, such as AI-driven recommendations and virtual experiences, will enhance customer engagement and streamline operations. Online travel agencies (OTAs) will continue to innovate, offering personalized travel experiences and seamless booking processes. 3. Logistics sector transformation. The logistics sector will experience a significant transformation due to advancements in technology and changing consumer expectations. Predictions include e-commerce growth. The rise of e-commerce will continue to drive demand for efficient logistics solutions. Companies will invest in automation and AI to optimize supply chains, enhance delivery speed, and reduce operational costs. Sustainability initiatives. Similar to aerospace and tourism, the logistics sector will adopt greener practices. This includes the use of electric vehicles for last-mile delivery and optimizing routes to minimize carbon emissions. Regulatory pressures will encourage logistics firms to seek sustainable solutions. Smart logistics. The integration of IoT and blockchain technologies will revolutionize logistics operations, improving transparency, security, and efficiency. Real-time tracking and data analytics will become standard practices, enabling companies to respond swiftly to market demands. 4. Competitive landscape. In this evolving landscape, major players in each sector will focus on innovation and strategic partnerships. Aerospace. Companies like Boeing and Collins Aerospace will enhance service offerings through collaborations and investments in R&D for sustainable technologies. Tourism. Leaders such as TUIAG and Booking Holdings will diversify their offerings to meet changing consumer preferences, focusing on sustainable and experiential travel options. Logistics. Firms like Amazon and Alibaba will continue to lead through advanced logistics networks and technological advancements, ensuring faster and more reliable services. 5. Challenges and opportunities. While the future appears promising, challenges such as regulatory hurdles, cybersecurity threats, and economic uncertainties may impact growth. However, these challenges also present opportunities for innovation and adaptation. Regulatory compliance. Companies that proactively adapt to evolving regulations regarding sustainability and safety will gain a competitive edge. Cybersecurity investments. As industries become more digitized, investing in robust cybersecurity measures will be crucial to protect sensitive data and maintain consumer trust. Consumer-centric innovations. Tailoring products and services to meet the evolving needs of consumers, particularly in sustainability, will be vital for long-term success. Conclusion. The aerospace, tourism, and logistics sectors are set for profound changes by 2027, driven by technological advancements, sustainability initiatives, and shifting consumer expectations. Companies that embrace these changes and adapt to the emerging landscape will position themselves advantageously for future growth. The convergence of these industries presents a unique opportunity to create a more interconnected, efficient, and sustainable global economy.